to the Thank Me Later podcast. As you can see, I have a very, 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 very special guest with us today. Paige, how are you, girl?
Good, girl.
This is shit. This is the shit.
This be the shit.
You would see.
Yo!
Your friend.
Yo! We just
sat there and did a whole intro. Now we gotta run it back. It was cute too.
Take two.
Hey y'all. This is Paige.
Hey.
Paige is the very first guest of, but you know what? I caught it on there. This is why you always gotta shoot with two. I want to grab another camera, but I'm not gonna do too much. Phone, don't fail me. Let me make sure it's recording too. Sorry. This is what I be having to like worry, and it wasn't. You know, not today, Satan. Because funny enough, y'all know I just dropped 3 new eps today. This is my first time dropping since February. If you haven't yet listened to our past episodes, we have the whole Jenny and Georgia breakdown. I did 3 videos for that. 1, fave moments. 2, what the fuck moments. And 3, general season 1 recap. On YouTube, Jamaica episode coming to YouTube. So yeah.
Come on, Jamaica episode.
And all 3 episodes were related to the Jamaica trip I took in January. And so, yeah, don't try to steal my flow. I'm in a flowing mood today with this podcast. So, this setup shit will not get me. So, hey, y'all. Welcome to the Thank Me Later podcast. We are here with our very first historical entry, baby, into the TML podcast. It's me. Paige is here. Paige, I have to give you so much shine for making sure that, one, I watched, not even making sure I watched it, but you texted me about it before you even knew that.
I did. I was like, Brittany, I said, I need to watch this and come over and talk my shit. I was
yes, y'all, she did. I'm so glad you did that because I'm so happy to have you as a guest.
I'm happy to
Y'all
be
don't
here.
even know, like, Paige is on the VIP list, honestly, with the podcast. She's always telling me, Brittany, I can't wait till you do this. I can't wait till you do this with it. Like, I feel like she's seeing what I'm seeing. She's experiencing this with me. She is always there to, like, talk to about the podcast, to, like, big me up when I'm, like, frustrated as all hell, as y'all can just see what happened. But so happy to be here with you today, and I'm happy.
Yes, I'm happy to be
So
here.
we are talking about Love is Blind season 4.
Ciao.
We're all caught up until episode 11. Also, this is the What We Watching segment of the Thank Me Later podcast.
Yes.
In case you are new here, we're discussing Love is Blind today. So today, they just dropped the episodes leading up to the wedding. It stopped at episode 11. We know that the first ever live season finale, or reunion, is next week on Sunday. So, initial thoughts about Love is Blind.
I don't know what the hell going on. I don't know what the hell is going on. I told you, I'm not, like, confident about any of these people getting married.
Yeah, he did say
it's
that.
like one solid couple, I think. The rest,
Who is a solid couple?
well, damn, after we done seen that damn commercial. You know, Black Love, but the way they ended that commercial with Tiffany.
Yeah, y'all.
But Tiffany and Brett is...
They are, and you know what? I love to see. I feel like a lot of people say, like, oh, they should have stopped Love is Blind after the first season because we got Cameron and Lauren. Lauren and Cameron, yeah. Lauren and Cameron, and they are the fairy tale couple. They're the only couple that the experiment is going to work for.
Yeah.
But I feel like Tiffany and Brett they're showing us that, nah.
It's more.
Yeah. And I was telling Paige that the moment for me, normally I'm like, first of all, I feel like with this season, and honestly with the past seasons, it's been so boring. Like, there are so many elements of that show that are just like boring AF to me. Like, one of those times is honestly like the pod. Because when the first 2 episodes, I barely paid attention.
Girl!
I honestly, they weren't giving anything.
That's the.
But also, as soon as the show opened, it opened with Kwame and Micah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't care from then. No shade. Not that I didn't care, but I just wasn't like
really into it. And see, for me, the pod is where I was like really taking note because I want to see how y'all are acting outside of that bubble.
Yeah.
And like, it say like if what you're saying in the pod is matching up with reality, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Yeah. What would be the first part you said that wasn't?
Alex. Alex.
Who's that?
Alex Kwame.
Alex.
Mm-hmm. Remember, that's what Kwame wanted to go by at first. He was like,
see, I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention. Why don't we enjoy the intermission, y'all? Why don't we fall in love? You knew it was going downhill from there.
as soon as he said that, because I don't know. I just feel like he lacks identity, and it's like,
and you know what? Did he ever go by Alex? Nobody even called him Alex.
nobody. Until she said it in the vows, when she was reading her vows.
Did she?
Like, yes, girl. She was like Alex Kwame. So I don't know if
So
Alex
wait,
his
is this?
first name.
It may be in his.
It might be his
name.
first, yeah.
I feel like what made me start paying attention, because I really was barely watching it, y'all. No shade, because and honestly, even during these family episodes, yes or no, y'all? Do y'all need all that family time?
Girl, yes.
You do? But then like, I feel like I didn't know who was who and how many families were there. I'm like, what is happening? It was too much. I don't be watching these episodes.
They said just get to the nitty gritty.
I really just want to see if they're gonna get married. If they're gonna get married.
I like the background of the family because it's like shows a glimpse of like who they are, how they was
Yeah.
raised, especially with Bliss family because her father was a trip.
Doing too much. He was doing way too much, and it's like, sir. My thing is with a lot of like parents when it comes to marriage, I feel like you are better off. And it's sad to say, but you're kind of better off not saying nothing than to come to the conversation with all that you're making a fool of yourself. You shouldn't do this X, Y, and Z, because it's like 9 times out of 10 they're gonna do it anyway.
Exactly. Unless you're getting psychopath, abuser vibes, mind your business. Respectfully, mind your business.
For real.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah. And I feel like with him, like, I get it. The idea is kind of crazy. Them meeting and like never having saw each other before, and like now like committing to marrying each other, especially Bliss's situation, because Zack initially proposed to Irina, and it's like I get her hesitation with that, but also if she's bringing this man to her family, then she's serious. And I love how her mom said, like, I trust Bliss.
Yep.
And I know that Bliss wouldn't do anything like crazy. Like, people feel like there has to be like a whole checklist when you like fall in love and like marry somebody. Like, yes, there are a lot of things you have to consider, but you can kind of discern people's character. You don't need all that time, I think.
Yeah. I just hope Bliss is able to see past being fiance number 2 child. Woo.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah,
and we saw how it worked out with Iana and Jared.
Yeah.
And not even to say that was a result of her being fiance number 2, but it just was like Jared is Jared.
Yeah. I genuinely do believe that Zack thinks he made a mistake, though. I think that's the difference, right?
With Irina. Yeah. And you know what was crazy to me? When they were in the bathroom, pretty much they were talking, and it was like their last time being together. They were breaking up, and they just were like roasting each other.
They was roasting each
for like
other.
10 minutes. I'm like, damn.
He was like, this has been the worst experience of my life. I was like, damn. And he wasn't blinking.
Because she brought up the not blinking. She brought up the fact that she was blatantly saying that she connected to Paul more than him. And he was like, oh, you're macking on your best friend's husband. And I was like, not y'all dragging each other. But
I guess it's better than the awkward silence. Like, damn,
who?
Marshall and Jackie packing up their bags in the house.
Ooh, y'all. Let me say, I know Marshall personally. I used to work with him at University of Baltimore when I was a grad assistant. And I've been telling people, like, he is, I feel like, a 100% perfect representation of... Call me, baby. Pick me. You choose me. You moving to Seattle?
Love me. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Oh, baby Marshall.
Yeah, you know what? Their situation... First of all, let me also backtrack. And when I say... I feel like the Love is Blind needs to change in the sense that when people are dating multiple people, they don't need to be around them. Mm-hmm. I think at that point, they may need to go in like separate rooms. Because there were 3 instances. Mm-hmm. Marshall versus Josh with Jackie. Amber versus Micah with Paul. Yeah. Bliss versus Irina with Zack. And once those girls realized, and guys realized that they were going after the same person, it became more of a, oh, I need to win. I need to leave here with them instead of you.
Yep.
And because Marshall went back and told Jackie, like, yeah, Josh he likes you. And then Marshall went and had that talk with Josh, and it kind of made Josh, for whatever reason... And I feel like Marshall, when he told Jackie that Jackie felt so bad and she was crying and she was like, oh my gosh, she was like, but he stuck up for me and he did this for me and he did that for me and he told Josh, that's my woman. So it made her feel different. But I'm like, maybe if y'all would have hashed it out a little bit more, you would have realized who you really want to be with.
Yeah.
And same thing with Zack. That gave Irina and Micah, in my opinion, the chance to be petty with their partners and be like, who are you going to pick? Like, Micah was deep with Kwame, and I feel like, honestly, I could have saw her getting married to him. I could have seen him getting married to her by the end of this.
I just feel like it left, especially with Jackie, the whole time in the pod, she was trying to convince herself that Marshall was for her. Because even after that whole situation with Marshall and Josh, in that scene, she was like, he stuck up for me. He's good for me.
He's good for me.
Yeah.
He's good
what
for
does
me.
That mean? Like,
what does that mean?
Just because he's good for you does not mean that that's who you want to be with.
Because we see how good he is for you, baking your ass freshly made pancakes with the berry compote. He had the griddle. He had the griddle.
And you knew he knew what he was doing, because when he flipped that damn pancake, he ain't pressed down on that bitch. That's the mistake y'all be making. He ain't pressed down on that bitch.
Paige be cooking. Follow her cooking page. What's your cooking page?
Ciao.
Hey y'all, we are back. Paige was shouting out. So Paige, we know that she has made history as the very first guest on the Thank You Later podcast.
Thank you so much.
But she also has made history as a chef. She's won numerous competitions and hella award shows. Yes. She is top chef, if you will. So can you please tell us your cooking page?
Yes, Paige Smith, top chef of my apartment.
The world.
You can find her at WTF Paige Cooks. I'll be starting my website and blog soon with recipes.
Can you tell them what you made for me that one day?
Ooh.
Because it was bussin'. It was bussin'.
The French like to call it moules and frites. Mussels and French fries, chow, and it was good. It was bussin' with the miso sauce.
Y'all, it was drip, drippy, drip with the herbs and the thyme. And it was busting. It was busting down. So follow her. She can cook, bake. Chucky is still talking about those cupcakes.
Them shits were good.
It'll be something he's like telling her to make those. I'm like, she's not about to make these right now.
It will, because I like them, but I don't like sweets. And so when I don't like to bake for myself, so that's an excuse for me to bake and get 1 or 2 cupcakes and then give the rest away.
Yeah, I don't like sweets either.
Yeah,
I'm not a sweets girl.
Stay good all day.
Yeah, great. What are we talking about? We were talking about Jackie and Marshall. Oh, you said that Jackie was like, oh, he's good for me. Yeah. He's good for me.
She kept trying to convince herself that Marshall was the one for her, and she never wanted Marshall. I think she wanted what Marshall could provide.
Like, right,
exactly. But she didn't want that man.
Yeah.
And I can't really say she wanted Josh either, because she even admitted that they only had surface level conversations, right?
Yeah. But she done said a lot of things, because when she was talking to Marshall,
what the hell coming out her mouth?
And mind you, I've been getting the tea off of Twitter, and I've seen a lot of threads. That's why I knew that they weren't even going to make it to the altar,
because we saw them at the her and Josh at the baseball game. Yeah.
And that's the thing with Love is Blind. Like, maybe y'all need to tighten up them timelines or whatever the case.
The contracts need to be,
because they're out here doing whatever, but
ruining the plot. Please,
ruining the plot. ruining it. Anyway, y'all, it just upset me today that we watched that last episode and we didn't even see who got married.
All that damn talking.
And I personally think that pretty much every couple's gonna get married. I don't think anybody's gonna say no. I don't see it. Kwame isn't too deep. The girl done got a kente cloth bag from the sister. Are you kidding me? Everybody's crying. He's not about to say no. I don't believe it.
Oh, I don't know. I just I know it's an experiment, and so I know not everybody is going on with the mindset of I'm going to get married is I'm going to see if love is blind, right?
Yeah,
but
that's true.
He was just
it's
showing
literally
up
in their black
too many times in
Who?
these other Kwame. Like somebody said that they think that he tried to sign up for Are You the One and didn't make it, and then got casted in this because those shows are all together. And when we saw him in the audience of another show that's owned by the same network, I'm like, he been trying
Married
to
at First Sight.
Yeah, I'm like, it's suspicious. It's suspicious. I don't know.
Why would he do? He does strike me. And can we talk about that store scene? Sorry, y'all, we're all over the place. Just be caught up, okay? Can we talk about the store scene with Chelsea trying on all those damn clothes and he's waiting for her and then he has a serious conversation with her? Like,
let's start with her trying to force a damn strawberry down his throat. He said no, bitch.
He literally said no, and she's like, yes, and
he's like, okay.
I don't know. CC that TikTok video with him viewing her as like the mom theory.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I don't know, and I just it was a store conversation. It feels like whatever Chelsea wants, it has to happen how she wants it on her time, and I feel like she kind of views him as being like a yes man in a sense of like, because you love me, you will do this for me, and the this is always what she wants to do.
I can say that that's the vibe that he was giving off in the pods though. Like he
Really?
was giving like really reassuring. I don't think I got to know a lot about him in the pods besides he has like a white complex, like, and that's it. In the pods, he was always reassuring her and like gassing her up, whatever she wanted to do, her life plans, and it wasn't realistic because now you're out here and you've given this woman
you moved 3 hours
moved.
away from your home.
But she's also not like taking into account all that he's had to go through, right?
Yeah.
Like she's just being very, like you said, selfish.
Yeah,
because she's not and it's one thing for him to do all of that; it's another for it not to be acknowledged.
Yeah, honestly, and he's constantly having to say, "I moved somewhere. I don't have any friends here." Like, okay, my job is remote, so the fuck what? That means what? My biggest thing that showed how like selfish she was in that regard was like the kids piece. That really made me. I really wasn't paying attention to their relationship, but when it came to the kids piece, I'm seeing him saying yes to her things, moving, whatever she wants, she pretty much gets all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, he did embarrass her at the honeymoon. Let's not gloss over that.
Let's not.
He embarrassed the fuck out of her.
I was Team Chelsea for a minute. I was. But now...
And it was easy to be because, you think it's going to be this, Micah versus thing. But to me, I feel like Micah is so in love with Paul. That's not even an option for her at this point. You don't think so? I mean, I will say, seeing her and Kwame together, I was like, again, like I said, they could have married each other and it would have been the same. But I don't think she's about to risk Paul for Kwame the way that Kwame was about to risk it all for her. Yeah, and with the kids. With the kids, because he's moved. Yeah. And then she's like, yeah, so when do you want, like, the whole family planning conversation, which that's the one thing I do appreciate about Love is Blind, because you can have all those conversations, and it makes sense, And he's like, yeah, I want to enjoy being married first.
And that's not a horrible ask. I don't know you. I do not know you, and you want me?
A baby right now?
What?
A baby.
That clock is ticking for Chelsea.
And here's my thing. She also put out a time with it. She literally was like, yeah, I'm thinking about 3 years or so. It has to be around 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and he's like, I want to do all these things with you. Are we going to carry a baby around? Yeah. People do that all the time.
Bring them in,
hire
do this, do that.
That's not the point. Girl, them kids. Fuck them kids. Oh my God.
It'll happen. Don't worry. But that's my thing, is like, that was the one thing that he wasn't budging on was also the one thing that she kind of like kept pressing. And I'm like, girl, that's a baby.
Yes.
Can we not act like these aren't all major life-changing decisions?
Yes.
Even the movie.
Yes. Let that man have something.
Something. And it's like, with his mom not being involved, we talked about that fake-ass phone conversation.
He said, yeah, I want to have this conversation by myself. Hello. Hi.
No, you gotta hold it like this.
Oh, yeah.
It was on speaker, allegedly.
I'm getting married. Okay,
And then
we can talk about later. What about that phone? Hey, Chucky.
What about you? And the crazy thing is, I saw a tweet and it was like, Kwame, no, wasn't nobody on that damn phone. Or it was like, he knew his mom was cussing him out on that phone. No mom is about to have that open and shut conversation with you about this.
Exactly.
And as you can see, we haven't heard from his mom since he been on this damn show.
No.
So,
and his brothers and sisters, low-key write him for filth. They said, you not a praying man. Woo. They said, you don't be coming around.
you don't call.
You don't call me. You don't call. What? His sister was hurt by that. She said, you're a bad brother.
She said you're not. She said you're not the worst brother.
Oh my bad. She said you're not the worst brother.
Because I think he used to like help her when she snuck out, but she was like, you're not the worst, but no, she said you're not the best brother.
There we go.
You're not the best brother, but, and it's like, damn, what do he be doing? But, and you know what? We picked up on a trend though, because I feel like it's crazy that men in these African cultures that are have such a way with the customs and traditions within marriage, and then they get on shows like Love is Blind or just some quick shit, and it's like, more often than not, it's always a thing about the women accepting their culture, learning about their culture, the parents being okay with the method that they got married, with who they're marrying. They've almost always said, the mom is mad because you shouldn't be doing this. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I guess they're here, they don't care about all those customs, but to me it's interesting to see, like, even with Kwame telling her ultimately, and I need to know what happened with that she wouldn't be able to take his last name if his mom wasn't cool with it. Yeah. That's deep as fuck. That's not no light, cutesy shit. Like, that's a deep cultural boundary that he set. Yeah. And it's just interesting for me to see men, like, within these cultures do something like this. It's like,
yeah, I think for me though, for him, that was his compromise, right? So like, if I don't have my mom's blessings, I'm not going to disrespect her all the way by giving you my last name until I can talk to her and figure it out. So I think that was his way of like being okay with the whole situation, which I can respect.
When he said that, I was like, wow, because I couldn't believe. First of all, not seeing his mom, I'm like, okay, culture is playing a part in this, and in a way that he's not saying, but it is. Yeah. But when he said that, I was like, okay, there it is.
It's the first time he really like said it and meant that shit.
Yeah.
Because he be like, okay.
Okay. But he's like, you're not taking my last name. And I'm like, they really didn't focus much on it, but I'm like, that's kind of wild.
It is.
It's very wild.
She was hurt by that.
She was hurt. She was hurt.
But she doesn't understand. Like, she was like, so what you're saying is, what did she say?
She was saying how, I understand, I respect that. Yeah. But
are we just not
if you love me, then you won't let it make you say no. Yeah. Pretty much.
And how manipulative is that?
How manipulative. And that's, again, it's these people with these deeply rich cultures, with these vanilla traditions.
I'd say
they're sitting there acting like it's the vanilla version, but they know it's not. Yeah.
I just wonder, like, also, because I want to know how much we didn't get to see, because my other part of that is like, how invested was she in learning the culture? Because when we see what's their names from the last season,
Portia,
Raven and SK. I think Raven, she tried to understand, right? I haven't seen that with Miss Chelsea.
But it's also, and we don't know where his sisters live. Where his sister or siblings live, they all look like grown ass people, and they have shit to do. Cool. So maybe they just couldn't get to Seattle. But it's also like,
If
How much-
Brett's daddy ain't been on the plane since the 1980s and got his ass on the plane to see his son and new fiance, I don't want to hear it. I don't.
But that raises a good question. Like, how much did he tell her about his culture?
Right.
And how much does she know, or did she ask?
Yeah. Did she ask?
Did she
But
ask?
I don't think. I'm sorry.
Do y'all think she asked? Do y'all think she asked him? Now, I will say, she did make it a point of knowing his full name.
Yeah. From the beginning.
So maybe it's just something.
But that's the minimum. I'm sorry. You better know my damn name.
I don't know. But I didn't like that she was pretty much like, yeah, be sad about your mom not supporting us, but
we still gonna
get married. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, did you explain to her like what marriage is and what it looks like in your culture?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why your mom feels this way? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like out of any of the parents, I would have loved to hear his mom's perspective.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like, I know in some cultures that like the matriarch is like ruling, so I wonder if that is like something in his specific tribe or culture.
Yeah, because she didn't show up at all.
Nah.
Or answer the phone.
Yeah.
She wasn't playing.
At all. And the fact that the dad was with it and then mom didn't get on board, that says something.
Yeah, we just don't know anything about Kwame's. Yeah. I wish I would have known, but like you said, that proximity to whiteness that he sought for all season really, like, I don't know what's what, but he did set a damn boundary with that last name thing. He did that
With his chest. With his chest.
Let's see, Kwame/Alex and Chelsea. Who else? We can always talk about Jackie and Marshall.
Because I'm ready.
Or Irina. You go, okay. Jackie and Marshall.
Marshall, like, he showed us that he was from the beginning, and he is
very honest, very
who
consistent.
He says he is.
Very honest. Yeah, he absolutely is.
Yeah.
And is Jackie not holding herself accountable for shit? not even I don't think she has acknowledged the entire time, like, oh, I'm doing this, he may feel this way. This man is over here being nice as fuck to you.
As fuck.
And you can't even have the self-awareness to think like, oh, this may be sad for him. Even like the whole midnight conversation where she just did not want to talk, and he literally just wanted some reassurance. He wanted some answers, and she refused to give it to that man.
We can talk in the morning. He's giving you the reasons why. He was like, you get up earlier than me, you're gonna leave.
I'm gonna be thinking about it all day.
And I'm gonna be thinking about it all day. And instead of wasting 10 minutes saying, I'm tired, I don't want to talk, say what you gotta say.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Because y'all was damn sure standing there having that conversation.
Yes.
You could have just said, Marshall, it's you.
Yes.
That's all he wanted.
That's all he wanted. I don't presume to know like what her background is, but from the pieces that we got, it's looking like a very toxic environment, toxic relationship that she's used to being in.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like she really tried to force herself to be with Marshall because he represents everything that she may crave, but that she wasn't mentally
not ready for,
or like prepared to handle.
Or not, didn't even try.
She didn't try.
Didn't even try.
She didn't try. At the end, when they broke up, she was like, "I'm sorry. Like I couldn't marry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. Maybe I need to work on myself." Ain't no
yeah,
man,
ding ding ding, bingo. I think it's just so unfortunate how like she just didn't hold him in any regard, and she knew that. And it's like, okay, examine how you're showing up to the relationship. You said like, I'm not used to this. I need a lot of support. Like I want to do this, but he's like solving every single one of your problems, trying to figure it out.
One pancake at a time, girl. Shit.
You ain't had no problem eating them damn pancakes.
And it went back for seconds.
And they went and shit on this man, shat on this man's feelings.
And shout out Black Brotherhood, because had
Brett and Marshall,
had Brett not told that man to start thinking about himself, that conversation would have happened.
And how about when Tiffany texted Brett at the wedding?
Girl, Tiffany
at the wedding
said, "We gotta stick together." You saw the thumbs moving across that screen.
You really did. Everybody was kikiing.
Girl, she said, my man.
She really did.
Oh my God.
Brett said, hold on. And it's just so horrible. Marshall literally, he was like, she makes me fly. She makes me fly. Sorry,
what a feeling.
She makes me fly. She makes me want to be better. X, Y, and Z. And here Brett is about to tell this man that her ass ain't show up.
Women like her need to leave men like him alone because you're ruining it for girls like me who want a man like that. I would love to have somebody that was so emotionally intelligent, kind. Kindness is
rare.
It's
Kindness
rare.
is rare.
It's so rare, girl.
And another thing about Jackie, like, even with that reassurance conversation, he wanted the reassurance. Why? Because they just left where Josh ass was.
Where Josh was trying to low-key square up. He got that cauliflower. He a fighter. I don't care. He got that nasty.
I need to look that up. She just taught me about cauliflower ear.
Yeah, it's nasty. But I feel like he just wanted so much smoke, and Marshall not giving into that just shows like it's a time and a place, and it wasn't necessary.
And honestly, what is there to talk about? Because at this point, if you want her, take her. Low key, high key.
And then Josh was like, "Is this going to ruin our friendship? Y'all ain't got no damn friendship. That's not your friend. Stop playing with my man. My man."
My heart just crushed for him.
Yeah.
And the gag is he wanted that reassurance from her, and then who was she on a date with? Seemingly the next day.
And why do you have to say? My thing is like reassurance to me personally is the bare minimum.
Yeah.
It's just communication.
It's reassurance.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know you love me, but can you say it in a different way?
And it's also a way of checking in, right? Because it's like y'all going through this experiment, y'all don't know each other. I have to continually check in to make sure that we're on the same page. And then the thing that really killed me, I just met Josh. Why did you have to say that? Why did you have to say that to that man?
Patty.
And then tried to use every excuse and blame it on him instead of just saying, I'm not ready for this. You're not who I want. I want to be with some toxic shit.
Yeah.
Even with him, like her saying, like, I want somebody to, like, how he was telling Brett that she was like, I want somebody to smack me around in the bedroom. You remember that when he was like, you're not man enough for me? That's where that whole conversation stemmed from.
Oh, him being aggressive. Honestly, saying all of this, it's like clearly Jackie did not like him.
She didn't.
She's doing all the things somebody does when she's basically, this is Irina, part 2.
Who?
If Marshall gave you the ick, she wasn't woman enough to say, I hate that phrase, but she wasn't, or even just like mature enough to say, hey, this is not going to work. She probably felt like she needed a huge reason. Josh came along and gave her the reason.
They deserve each other. So.
Yeah, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
I also don't like the fact that she's trying to use his sensitivity against him. Like,
you knew who he was in the pods. It's been consistent. So if you didn't like it,
if you connected with him, then a part of you is also sensitive.
Right. Again, that's her wanting something that she's not
prepared herself. Yeah. Which makes you think, like, yes, this experiment can work for others, but some people are really shallow.
Yeah.
They're really like, they're either like not ready for commitment, and so it's like they're gonna be wasting everybody's time.
Yeah. Anything for a little bit of camera time.
Look, and $1,000 a week, that's probably why they ass was doing it.
They need the money.
Scheming. Child, who's next? Okay, Paul and Micah are engaged. Paul was between Micah and Amber.
Yeah.
What stood out to you about Amber?
Ooh.
Did you like her for him?
Can't say I remember.
Really? Don't worry, girl. I got one moment.
Tell me.
When they went, because this is when I started paying attention, y'all. I think this is about maybe like the 3rd or 4th episode. They had a date, and he planned the date. I think he gave her like Mardi Gras beads.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe cupcakes or something.
Yeah.
Something, and that's when she came. Oh, flowers. Mm-hmm. Some like silver flowers like that he ordered for her. And then that's when she came back, and Micah and Irina were pretty much like, those flowers are so ugly.
Yeah, that kitchen scene.
Yeah.
Talking cash shit. Those two.
Yeah, it's weird when you see like grown women doing that. And that's why I say like the stakes were so high.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are in here being mean girls?
On live television.
Everybody can see you laughing at this girl crying. And that's why I also said, like, I really feel like it was mean girl behavior that made Micah be like, no, forget Kwame. I want Paul.
Yeah. But then she tried to walk it back when Irina was trying to get Paul. And she was like, maybe, because remember, Irina was like attracted to Paul, and she told Micah that.
Yeah.
And then Micah was like, well, like, if everyone is saying that you're a bad person, then maybe, like, was I being, like, stupid for, like, befriending you? And I'm like, don't try to walk that shit back. Like, y'all are cut.
Y'all were kikiing together.
Exactly.
No, that's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Y'all were kikiing together. You had no problem mocking Amber when she was crying, laughing with her. Both of y'all were pretty much in get back mode.
Yeah, and Bliss too, because that was horrible.
Bliss, girl, I liked you from the beginning.
From the start, baby.
I liked you from the beginning when I saw you making those cupcakes.
The one, not the two.
The one, not the two. You were considerate. You were kind.
Yes.
And
you warned that man. You told him, if you pick Irina, that tells me a lot about your character. I don't see how it does. Now proceeds to pick Irina. What?
And it's like, I hated to see her have to defend herself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's where Zach started backing off of Bliss.
Yeah.
When she started being more vocal about Irina and the shit that she was doing. But guess what? If you're dating a mean girl in the whole house, of course I'm going to say something.
Yes. And I hate how he was like, he said something about this not being attractive of her.
He
did.
Did.
And that not forced, but then Irina felt like she had to walk it back and talk to Irina from the side and be like, hey, like, let's just get along. She shouldn't have had to done that.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, you should have just been a kind person. You're not the only motherfucker in here dating somebody else's boo.
Yeah, exactly.
But you are the only one being like a mean girl. And even before they had that interaction, I feel like it's not like Bliss and Irina was kikiing. Bliss probably already saw her character.
Exactly.
And stayed away from her.
Ooh, when Irina had the nerve to say, you can totally say no, but can I borrow some of your candles? No, bitch.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
What would give you the audacity? I want that kind of audacity.
What?
I need that kind of audacity in my life.
After I've seen you and Micah kikiing about me, you want to come over here and ask me for a candle?
Because you forgot his, I'm over here making my cupcakes and, Bliss is making the fuck out of them cupcakes. 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of flour.
From scratch. Ain't no Betty Crocker cake mix.
From scratch.
What?
And you have the audacity to borrow a candle? Babe. Babe. Be for real.
And I love it. She
BFFR.
BFFR. I love that she said no.
Yeah, I love that. She really couldn't stand Irina's ass. She really knew. She knew what the fuck was up.
She did.
But I also feel like all of the girls except for Micah knew.
Yep.
And tell Zach, like, hey, just letting you know, her character is kind of questionable. She didn't even really drag her.
She ain't dragging like she could have. She could have.
She really could have told Irina up, honestly, but she didn't. She honestly didn't say much. She kept it. She was very mature. Yeah. When I know she wanted to drag her for feelings, I know she did. Like asking me for a candle. I'm pretty sure production
on fire.
Production had to have paid for all of those gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
You think?
She just didn't take the time
to put in a request.
She didn't care, or she forgot, and it's like. That's fine.
How can you forget his birthday? We're only here for 2-3 days.
She didn't want that man. I am convinced that she did not want him. Like, and then my thing is, I guess that
she didn't want him until Bliss wanted him.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
And I can't believe you fell for that.
Everybody just want to be loved.
Everybody just want to be loved. But come on, y'all.
But is love blind, Brittany?
Is love blind?
Hell no.
You think so?
I think so. I'm
really?
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think love is blind.
And that's not to say that, for me, I've dated all kinds of men. Tall men, short men, black men, white men.
Really?
Redheads.
Really?
All the things. I'm going all the way around the world. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Yes. But attraction is a big thing. I don't know.
It is.
But then I've been in situations where I've grown to find someone attractive because of the character. And so that's where I kind of flip-flop with is love blind, because it's like yes and no for me. I don't know.
But that's the point. Mm-hmm. That's the point. I 100% agree. It can definitely happen.
Yeah.
You just saying like, okay, their characters is so good. Yes. I I also feel like, even outside of attraction, chemistry.
Chemistry, yeah.
But chemistry is such a huge, attraction is such a huge piece of chemistry.
Yeah.
And I feel like, it sounds so stereotypical, but sparks do need to fly.
Absolutely.
Sparks have to fly.
Yeah.
And sometimes
they fly here. Sometimes they fly here, bitch.
Up and down.
Up and down.
Up and down.
Listen.
I feel like chemistry is real, and it's first of all, I feel like the people who be doing the show, since I just found out they get paid a stack every week for participating, this is why I know the dumb shit I be seeing. It's adding up because some of y'all can't be serious with the way that you do things.
No.
And I feel like if people go into it with the right intentions, yes, but I feel like some people don't. But also,
yeah, with all these shows, I think it's always 50-50 of are you being sincere or do you want screen time? Right? Yeah. Like with this show, The Bachelor, are you the one? All of those things.
Yeah.
People want their screen time.
Yeah.
And fair play to them. They get the platform. Especially with this one, like Love is Blind. I feel like that gives them the chance to not be as sincere as they would on other shows because it is just an experiment. And so they could be like, well, this proved me right, love isn't blind, like, or however they want to spin it to make them not look like the bad guy.
Yeah. I feel like most people don't go on the show actually wanting love to be blind because y'all wait till y'all get into the honeymoon and then you be like looking for your boo, I feel like some people just be wanting, if they know that they're at it with another dude or woman, they will say, like, look at Kwame.
Yeah.
Micah turned him down, and I haven't heard Chelsea utter second place, second best, nothing. Notice that, right?
Nothing.
She don't give a fuck.
Nope. She got her man, or so she think, or so she thought. Click.
But yeah.
Girl.
Child. What was I saying? I forgot. I feel like some people just want to leave there with somebody.
Yeah. Especially Chelsea.
Just so they can get on that other side. Yeah. It's funny watching a lot of like Micah's actions and the shit that he stood, not Micah, Kwame's actions and the shit that he stood like 10 toes behind.
Yeah.
It was talking to Micah. Mm-hmm. He let her know that
needed that closure.
Off bat. He was like, just want to let you know, I need closure. I'm going to say X, Y, and Z. And what did he do?
Every time you try to leave something.
Sorry, we need to demonstrate.
Chelsea said, look at them.
I could not believe how much they were touching each other. I'm like, are y'all not scared?
And your fiance is sitting right in this orange chair.
Y'all not scared right now? Y'all are, why do you?
They didn't give a damn. And where was Paul during that whole ordeal? Because Paul
was right. Paul was, he saw. But he didn't make one confessional about her or do anything.
No.
That's why I feel like they're going to get married. Because I feel like he is in love with her. He's in love with her. Like, I did feel for Amber. Like, even look what Amber popped back up. Paul didn't give.
He didn't give two.
He said, okay, sound like her, but my boo is right here.
Yeah. He did. And we love Paul. I don't love Micah. I can't. It's something about her is just not genuine to me. You can't go from being
a mean girl,
and then look at the way that she talks about his space. She's always bringing up how nerdy he is. When she walked into the space, she was just like, I would change everything in here. I don't see how I can fit myself into here. I feel like she's trying to, I think she likes Paul, but I think she wants to mold Paul into something that's more into her style, if that makes sense. And her friends, first of all. I think her friend wants her. The friend wants her. Because it's like, there's no way you going that hard. But I just want the best for my friend. Girl. It's never that serious.
Dude, it's never.
What?
And it's like, you knew I was going on the show. And that's my thing. Like, do y'all be telling anybody that y'all doing this? Do y'all tell anybody? Because it's like, if you tell me you're going to Love is Blind and you pop up saying you're about to get married, I'm not about to be like,
well, I just don't know.
You wanted to do the experience. I'm going to support you through this experience.
Yeah. But look at how, like, even their friendship was toxic to me because Micah had said that her friend has broken up with men for her in the past. What kind of friendship is that?
Broken up with men for her.
Broken up with men for her. Literally ended relationships for her. And she was like, literally has ended
I
relationships.
thought she was saying in that. Wait, so you're saying that her friend did something to break the relationship up, or her friend didn't like the dude and then broke them up?
Yeah. Like, went to the friend and was like, y'all are no longer together. Yeah. How do you admit? First of all, that's embarrassing to admit on TV. And I know it was a flex. So I'm like, that's not a flex. Yeah. That's scary. Like,
yeah. And honestly, when she said that, I was like, ooh, her opinion really matters, right? 30 seconds later, we see
Paul said,
I don't care.
He said what he said.
Oh, she really doesn't like it. I feel like I don't care what she... And it's like, clearly Paul is not a rude guy, but it's like, who the fuck are you?
Yes. Who are you? We just met. And I don't like that Micah tried to defend her. Like, if that were me in a situation, I would have been like, let's all be respectful. Like, tone it down a little bit now.
Don't do too much.
Not too much.
Why are you trying to mess this up for me?
Because she just...
Like the street said, her friend was literally Irina in a wig. Yeah. And it's like people who like...
The street said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
girl. In a blonde wig.
They ain't watch.
They literally look alike.
I'm screaming.
They look alike. If you put a picture of them, I have to do it in the video.
You gotta do it
next to each other, side by side. They look alike.
I gotta go.
And maybe that's why they bonded, because she was so like her, looked so much like her, acted like her.
Girl.
And that's why I think that Micah and Paul are gonna make it work, because I feel like maybe that's not really who Micah is.
But if you're that easily influenced,
okay. Look at Jackie and Marshall and how Jackie says, "Oh, he's good for me. He's good for me." I feel like Micah is actually taking that and being like, "Okay, I'll try some new shit." Like, see how she apologized? Yeah. Like, I'll be nice. I'll do this. I'll do that. She even went and like confronted Irina. She wasn't even like crazy about it. How she could have like. Yeah. I feel like she understands that that Paul is like mature and like a good person for her. He's like a husband. Yeah. For her to marry. He's not a little boy. He's not playing around with her. And so I feel like that makes her want to like step up and be more. And I don't know how I got there.
That's true. But something you said was try. And that's not sitting right with me, because it's like, that's marriage. Like, you gonna try in your marriage?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, and that's part of the experiment though. It's like y'all get married and then y'all get to know each other, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And honestly, another reason I said it is because I don't feel like she seems to have come up in love. You know what I mean? Like her mom is cool, her parents seem cool.
Bless him. So sweet.
I think she wants to be better.
I think she wants to. I'm not sure I can give her that grace just yet.
Really?
I didn't like her apology either.
What did she say?
I don't know, bro.
I didn't see it.
Like it. I don't remember what she said. But once that, like, what you said about being like, I know everyone can grow and like better themselves, but that mean girl shit is just really not for me. Yeah. And I just feel like once the mean girl, even with The Bachelor, with that episode with the black man and
I watched The Bachelor.
The girl.
But do you know Marshall has a cousin on The Bachelor?
I know, he lives in Baltimore.
Justin?
I know.
Oh, that's what you were saying.
Yep.
Really?
I'm a fresh family reunion.
We need to figure out where you at. It gotta be somewhere in Baltimore. It gotta be.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, so your final verdict on Micah and Paul getting married, in or out?
Out.
Who do you think's gonna say no?
Paul. I think he loves her.
I think he is head over heels in love with her. I don't think he's gonna say no. Ooh. Me personally, I vote that.
You know what we should do? We should vote for every couple.
Yeah.
And
put it on the bottom.
Loses. We need to come up with like a bet. Like
really?
We do.
What's the bet?
I don't know.
What's the bet?
It has to be something.
If I win, you gotta DM Marshall. Okay. You like, bitch, already did that. Win. Okay, what if you win?
If I win, you have to start designing Thank Me Later merch.
You know what? Okay. I bought stuff. It's a cup. It's a cup. I'll show you when we get upstairs. Okay. It's a glass cup. And I was thinking about you. I was like, I need to give it to you whenever I start working on it. But yeah, you're gonna be the first one.
Thank You Later pod merch coming soon to a store near you.
Yeah, but you have to give me a deadline.
I will.
Y'all, Paige is very good for holding me accountable. This is why we're sitting here today, baby. Yes. Okay. Paul and Micah. You say Micah. You say Paul is going to say no.
Yeah.
I think Paul is head over heels in love with Micah. I think Micah is realizing how good Paul is for her. I think they're going to get married.
Okay.
That's Paul and Micah. Marshall, Jackie ain't even making it to the altar. I didn't think it. I knew that Jackie was gonna say no or like I didn't expect her to drag it out a little bit more, even act like it. She ain't even act like she gave a fuck. Child. Who else? Zack and Bliss.
It's from both sides, right? Because I'm not sure if Bliss can get over being number 2, but I also don't know if Zack, because he keeps bringing up that whole thing of I'm going to pick somebody, and like he's like I'm going to pick you, I'm going to be committed, right? But he also said to Paul like being in love is a mind game because it's like you're choosing to be with this person, not knowing if someone better could possibly come along.
Who said that?
Zack said that to Paul when Paul was kind of trying to figure out his whole thing with Micah in the beginning. Marriage is something along the lines of you're basically going to have to settle and hope and believe that what you picked is right for you, right? And he kind of brought a little bit into that into this last episode. So I feel like Zack is starting to show a little bit of doubt. But I think they can make it. I'm going to say yes.
You think both of them are going to say yes?
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I do think Bliss is letting him know about himself every time she mentions the fact that he made a mistake, and honestly, he was dumb for that. He was dumb AF.
But also not too much, baby, because you're not gonna be doing this the whole marriage. Like, if you're gonna say yes, shut that shit up. Shut that shit up.
But I understand why Bliss is like,
I get it. 100%.
Yeah, you did this, you did that, but you was just
yes. I don't want to hear it no more.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
She on limited time with that argument. Because it's not going to hold the same weight. Mm-hmm. He made a poor judgment choice, but I do think that with her accepting, like, look at what she did to even get here.
Exactly.
She left. He went on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
She met him back and then accepted his proposal. She loves him.
She loves that man.
She loves him.
They're cute. They're so cute together.
And I wish it was different in her story in the sense that I feel like we kind of saw how cute they were in the pod.
Yeah.
Like, she made him a whole cake.
Yeah.
For his birthday. Mm-hmm. That could have just been open and shut, but sometimes that's not your journey. Sometimes your journey gotta be a little rocky, Bliss. Don't mean you won't have an amazing marriage, but I think y'all gonna make it.
Yes.
Who else?
Kwame and Chelsea.
What do you think?
I think Kwame gonna say no, dog. The way they left that cliffhanger, even Kwame in general, I think like his mom not being a part of it is weighing really heavily on him.
What's the point if she's not gonna have your last name?
Yeah.
And she don't even want that. Walking into a marriage with that?
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna say yeah. Kwame's a no for me. What you think?
You bring such a good point. Because Kwame has given up a lot.
Yeah.
He's moved. He's been vocal about he's not in love with Seattle.
Yeah. And what is he gaining?
Her family. Proximity to whiteness.
Yeah. Even girl, when they were sitting down the lake, isn't it so beautiful? The river, the mountain, and he was like, yeah. I'm like, boy, if you don't stop chuckling.
That's the default.
That's the default. Boy, are you okay?
I don't feel like he's been honest or explained his culture to her at all. And I feel like maybe like, I guess it's kind of weird to feel like, to say like his culture isn't like a huge part of him. It has to be a part of him. He's Ghanaian, right? Am I pronouncing that right? Ghanaian. Help me out, Paige! Help me out!
Shit. Now I'm about to roast my ass.
Him and his family are from Ghana. And I haven't heard a peep. All I saw was a kente cloth bag. The sister's talking like,
Brittany was like,
you know about what is it? Yes, I do. Tell us more. No shade. Y'all know I'm dating. Chuki is Nigerian. I obviously am not of Nigerian culture, so it is a lot of like learning more about those cultures and just like learning shit. You feel me? learning shit. I don't feel like Kwame has said shit. And it's impacting his marriage now. His mom is not on board. He doesn't have many reasons to say yes unless he absolutely fucking loves her.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he does. Sorry.
Really?
I don't.
He's giving me that he's gonna go. Because she wants it so bad, he's gonna do it.
He's giving me in a sunken place.
Really?
That chuckle is like pain. He looks like he's in physical pain.
He's telling her all the shit she wants to hear.
And that's his problem. Like, that's his fault. I don't know. I think he's so used to people pleasing. I also think that's the part of it, that people pleasing and like that white people pleasing, right? Because he also always said he felt like he had to like go the extra mile to feel like he belongs in those spaces. And at some point,
you can say no.
You can say no.
Like, you don't have to do this.
And sometimes you're not supposed to belong, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents, child.
Yeah. I don't know, y'all. I think they're gonna do it.
Really?
I think they're gonna do it. I feel like because I can see, I'm 50-50 on this. If I had to say, I would say, I don't know, they just want to show it. And they used to come on Wednesdays. Now they come on Fridays.
Yeah.
This is hard. I don't know. I think he's gonna do it. I think Chelsea is really like somebody that he's not about to let down. It's like, I don't know. Obviously, he's not that close with his family, so I think that's also why he's not like. But it's like, do you want to? If he does, his life is gonna be all about her.
But look at the way she slid in at the last episode. She was like, my family's not all with it, or whatever she said. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
she did say that.
Yeah.
She was like, my family has opinions too. About what?
About what? Because I didn't hear nobody say nothing on the screen.
Asking him about them dogs.
Maybe that's the first thing out her mama's mouth. Can we go speak privately? So what do you feel about the dog? Don't nobody care about that damn dog.
Rocky.
What?
Rocky will be okay. This is life for... What? What about that damn dog?
Ugly ass dog.
I haven't even seen the damn dog.
It's ugly.
And I don't give a fuck. No shade, but...
Chloe was like, I spend 24 hours with Rocky.
He
always
did?
by my side.
Really? Oh, I need to rewatch some episodes, y'all.
Kwame does not like that damn dog. I don't care what nobody says. Kwame is not fucking with Rocky.
You really think he gonna say no?
Yeah.
Damn it! You about to have me agree with your ass.
I do.
I gotta come back to that one, y'all. Who else?
We didn't talk about
Tiffany and Brett.
Tiffany and Brett.
Okay, y'all. So in the last scene, we saw Tiffany crying. It was looking like, oh my gosh, it's not supposed to happen today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about none of that.
They gonna make it.
They gonna do what they gotta do. I'm sorry.
It's too good not to be true.
Too good.
And even if they don't say yes now and build something, I think either way they're going to end up together because
they're
the way they came
for each
together was
other.
magic.
Magic. Honestly,
Yeah.
like when Tiffany said that her grandparents had only known each other for 6 weeks and they've been together for 60 years,
Yeah.
oh baby, bye.
And you could like see the internal Brett like fighting internally with like what he wanted and what he deserved and trying to get himself out of that mindset of his past not, you know, affecting his future.
Really?
And I love seeing that internal.
Tell me more.
I love seeing that internal struggle. Like, I don't know. I just think that like he's come so far. And I think he truly deserves the best. I think Tiffany does too.
Yeah, I agree. I think they both are good people in and out.
Yeah.
I love seeing that on shows like this, and I think they're gonna make it. Production, y'all not getting me. I know they're gonna make it.
Yep.
I know they're gonna make it.
Right.
We did everybody. Paul and Micah, Zack and Bliss, Tiffany and Brett, Chelsea and Kwame.
Oh yeah.
It's only 4?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay, yeah, we did that.
We gonna see on the 14th.
We gonna see, and then the live reunion.
That's gonna be messy.
Messy.
I can't wait.
Messy. Have you watched The Ultimatum?
I seen one season with the
It's only one season.
Okay, yeah, I seen it.
Really?
Because the black man is on The Perfect Match now. Yeah, the tall.
Bartiz? No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I've never. You Perfect Match?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've never watched it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And it comes from Nick and Lachey. Nick and Jessica?
Yeah.
No.
Don't give me the one. Okay. They getting their money though.
Nick.
They
The
got
ladies.
the Perfect Match and Love is Blind.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, the ultimatum was messy AF.
Messy.
And based on how messy they let that get,
I know that shit gets so. I was eating that shit, pressing rewind, like, let me hear that again.
I was
They
eating
ate
that,
where
baby.
plate. Where what was the girl? It was
What?
like the light skinned man with the like light eyes,
Light skin.
and he left his girlfriend for somebody else.
For the white girl?
Yeah.
I don't remember any of them. It was like one of the few black couples.
Okay. What is that man's? I want to say Zeke because it reminds me of
Zeke! Zeke! That's his ass.
Is it though?
Yeah, it is. I know exactly who you're talking about. It's all coming back. It's all coming back. What do you think about Jackie keeping the ring?
Marshall said, "I want the ring back." You think you would pay for that?
He really did, y'all. They don't pay for the ring. They don't pay for the wedding. So I feel like it's funny that he said that anyway.
But it is funny that he said it anyways, knowing that he didn't pay for it.
Yeah, it's like, what are you
If
doing?
you would have told me that, I would have been like, "Girl, if you don't give me that damn ring, I would have taken that shit off her finger."
And you know what? But also, maybe production. She probably told production, "I'm about to break up with him."
Yeah.
Do I have to give up the ring? No.
If I didn't have to give it up, I would. I mean, I'll cash that bitch in. I'm sorry. Sorry, T. If I didn't have to give it back, I would. But it wasn't nice to hear.
But and it's also like, you want the ring back to give it to somebody else? I wouldn't even do that.
And he was like, "I want you to keep the ring, so when you look at it, you're reminded of." Go off, Marshall.
Yeah, he put a curse on that whole thing. Since he had to leave it with her, he said, "Okay, yeah, you shall never." I curse you. Like the color purple. What they do in the color purple?
Hey,
Child.
you're funny.
Well, any other thoughts about Love is Blind?
I just wish Marshall would have went on her a little bit more, knowing what I know now.
Yeah.
That project comment really resonated with me.
Yeah, I honestly, when he said the project thing, I was like, what? In the midst of it, I was like, well, that's fucked up.
It was.
But on his way back, I can see he really was trying to dig at her ass.
He was.
He was like, let me get one in real quick.
And she was dogging on him.
She was.
Sometimes you gotta take it low. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's like, and the crazy thing is, this is how another reason number 23 that we knew that Jackie never really wanted to be with him is because you're telling him, come be aggressive. But are you letting him though?
All right.
It's not like he was saying, oh, I don't, and I think at one point she even brought up like sexually or whatever the case may be, but he's like,
he said to Brent, like, I don't make love, like that's not the way that I make love. Like that's not the way that I engage in physical
really?
intimacy. Yeah. He said that's not me. You don't be paying attention.
I know, y'all. I'm sorry. This is why we got the fact checker here. Y'all ain't know she was a fact checker too. That could have been a chemistry thing too.
Yeah.
Very much so.
In the beginning, she said, she was like, he's not the type of person that I usually go for. AKA, she didn't really find him attractive. I think she found him attractive, but like she said, like, not his usual type.
Yeah. Honestly, whenever you hear people being like, still at the end of the honeymoon being like, I still can't connect my emotions to your face and how you really look. You think they ugly. Just say, why do y'all keep saying that?
Why do y'all keep saying that? And my thing is like, it's so that's like stupid.
And she's not the first. Everybody hear that? I'm like, they ain't gonna make it.
And yo, when Irina was like,
Irina?
Come on, Irina. She was like, why aren't you blinking?
She hated that. And she also said, as soon as I saw you, I didn't like it. I didn't want to do this anymore.
But my thing is, that comment, because like, right there, why are you putting this man through?
Because she was petty.
She was petty. She was that
petty.
money.
She wanted that money.
Because if I ever go on Love is Blind, and I walk out, and I don't find you attractive, and I don't find you attractive,
and the honeymoon is going to be unbearable. He couldn't even touch her.
I saw someone made a TikTok and it was like Irina asking Zack to sleep on the floor because she don't want to be in this. That's not funny.
He really slept on the floor?
No, they was just making fun of.
Oh,
Can you sleep on the floor?
That was the next step. Didn't they have like a pillow in between them?
They had his damn teddy bear or whatever.
And she was acting like it couldn't move.
Ugh.
She hated him.
She couldn't stand that man.
Yeah.
When he was talking about the future and she put the pillow over her face, And she was like, I'm still listening. Girl, no, you wasn't. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta watch that show. They was on the yacht and Zach was trying to like talk about like just asking questions.
I think
like,
I
so
do
what would this
remember
look like? What would this look
that.
like? And she put the pillow over her face and he was like, and she was like, "It's talk. I'm still listening." No, he wasn't, girl. And that's okay. Because Bliss got.
She got her man.
He
was hers from the beginning.
Yep.
Let's keep it a bean. Damn it.
We'll see. Listen, I wear flats all my life for some
Look,
chemistry. Stop
chemistry
playing.
is chemistry,
It
and
is.
you need it. You can't. Yeah, it's a non-negotiable. Honestly, people act like it's not, but it is.
It is.
Because you're not gonna be able to fucking stand the person
Yeah.
if you do not have good chemistry.
You already here first, folks.
You made a point. You made a damn point. Okay, you guys, this is season 4 of Love is Blind.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Paige.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Yes, please come again.
It will. That ain't no problem.
The door's open. And yeah, I'm talking about Love is Blind season 4. Last episode we stopped on was 11. This is before the finale on the 14th and the reunion on the 16th. This is the What We Watching portion of the Thank Me Later podcast. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Thank Me Later Pod and TikTok. And then our bookstagram is at thankmelater.reads. Our outside page at thankmelater.outside.
Be outside.
And we're gonna plug Paige's socials.
At WTF_Page at WTF Page Cooks.
Follow us, engage, like, comment, share.
But it was fun.